Good morning, all. Hope you are able to hear me. Yes, no.
Good morning.
Able to hear me?
Yes, Naveen, we can.
Yes, no. Same time, able to see the screen also. So, any questions? Like we saw till yesterday, the activation of cost of sales accounting. So, any questions till that? Okay. Okay. Next one, ledger group. So, as I said earlier, also every ledger SAP will create ledger in the sense zero ledger. We have created AX ledger and AY ledger. Zero ledger is a standard local ledger. And we know that AX ledger we have created. This is for IFRS reporting, and AY ledger we have created for US GAAP reporting, right? And every ledger, whatever ledger we have created, or a standard ledger, it will SAP will automatically creates the ledger groups, ledger group. So what is ledger group in the sense? For example, just write it up. Ledger group, accounting principles. Accounting principles. So every ledger, it will, as I said earlier also, every ledger, it will create a ledger group. For example, zero ledger system by default creates zero ledger group. So whatever ledger it will create, the same ledger group it will get created. Okay. And next one, this is for local GAAP. Local GAAP reporting. And next one more ledger it will create. What is the other ledger we have created? What is the other ledger we have created? AX ledger. So AX ledger, this is for IFRS reporting. This is for IFRS reporting, and the group will also create as AX. AX. And we have one more ledger, AY ledger. This is for US GAAP reporting. US GAAP reporting. So by default, this is created. Okay. So these ledgers will be linked to your accounting principles. Okay. And these are called primary ledgers. These are called primary ledgers. So whatever, see, leading ledger and non-leading ledgers, right? These are linked to your accounting principles, and these are considered as an zero ledger, AX ledger, whatever IFRS reporting, local GAAP reporting, US GAAP reporting, whatever ledgers we have created and default ledgers, those are called primary ledgers. Okay. And for example, I'll create it as an accounting principles. ALGP. I'm creating a accounting principle as an. Okay, what does it mean? Is nothing but Adani local GAAP reporting. GAAP reporting. And same time, AIFR Adani IFRS reporting. Adani IFRS reporting. Next one, IFRS reporting. Next one, AUGP. That's nothing but Adani US GAAP reporting. And additionally, we are going to create. So these are primary ledgers, and we are going to create user. For example, sometimes I want reports like combination, like IFRS reporting plus local GAAP reporting, or local GAAP reporting plus US GAAP reporting, or IFRS reporting and US GAAP reporting. So I want different sort of, I need at a time, I want local GAAP reporting with the combination of IFRS reporting. Clear? And same time, I want local GAAP reporting with US GAAP reporting, or I want IFRS reporting with US GAAP reporting. So I want different combinations. So those are as per the client requirement. We are going to create additional ledgers called user defined ledgers. User defined ledgers. So for example, so 0 ledger plus AX ledger. AX ledger plus we are going to create one more 0L plus AY plus AX plus AY. AX plus AY. So I'm creating here group default. So this is default, it will take whatever it is there. So here we need to define the group here. For example, I'll create it as an AA. Okay. Anything we can create, AB and AC. I'm creating AA, AB and AC. Okay. So here I'm giving the description as ledger 0L plus ledger AY or AX. Ledger AX. And again here ledger 0L plus ledger AY. So how many ledgers we can create like this? Ledger AX plus ledger AY. Just write it down. Hello, any questions before I proceed? Able to hear me?
Yeah,
Yes,
we're
sir.
hearing.
Yeah, please respond, because I thought complete silence. So hope you understood this particular combination. By default, as I said earlier also, 0 ledger, automatically SAP will create one group called 0 ledger group. When we create a ledger, automatically SAP will create a ledger group. So when we create AX ledger, right? So automatically SAP will create a ledger group as an AX. AY ledger group it will create. But here the user requirement is something different. Here we can see reports individually, like local GAAP reporting separately, IFRS group reporting separately. And here we can see US GAAP reporting separate. But if user requirement is something different, user required the combination of reporting, like they want to see at a time local GAAP reporting and IFRS reporting in one stretch. Okay, and IFRS reporting with US GAAP reporting and local GAAP reporting with US GAAP reporting. Okay, but here we can't serve in this particular ledgers, right? So these are called primary ledgers, right? In primary ledgers, again, we have a two types. One is leading ledger and non-leading ledger. And these are called user-defined ledgers. User-defined ledgers. Clear? So here we need to create 0L combination. 0L is nothing but local GAAP and IFRS. Local GAAP and US GAAP. This is IFRS with US GAAP report. So we need to create here, the ledger group will not create it automatically. We need to create the ledger groups. These are user defined group ledger groups. And these are the ledger groups are primary ledger groups. Is this clear? Any questions still here? Yes, no.
Oh,
Okay. So is it done? Just write it down. So interview point of view, what are the primary ledgers and what are the user defined ledger groups? Not primary ledger. They will ask, what do you mean by primary ledger group? And what do you mean by user defined ledger groups? And how many ledgers we can create? How many ledgers we can create?
150 around.
1056.
Yeah, 1056. Like this, any combination we can create it. Okay, next write down. Define ledger group. Next one, define ledger group. We are going to create these ledger groups. Define ledger groups. Write down. SPRO, write down the path. SPRO. SPRO. SAP reference IMG. SAP reference IMG. Financial accounting new. Financial accounting new. Financial accounting global settings new. Financial accounting new. Financial accounting global settings new. Next, ledgers. Ledgers. The next ledger. From there, select define ledger groups. Define ledger groups. So here, SPRO, SAP reference IMG, SAP reference IMG, financial accounting new, financial accounting new, financial accounting global settings new, financial accounting global settings new. Okay, next one, ledgers. Next one, ledger. So here already we have done these all steps. So last step, define ledger groups. Define ledger group. Define ledger group. Okay. So here, this is a standard ledger. You can see here. 0L ledger, ledger. So here you can see the group. We have not created any group for this, right? So here, ledger assignment, you can see here. So the ledger group automatically created as a 0L ledger. Okay. Next. We have another one, AX ledger, right? Aditya. This is AX ledger, Adani, right? One second. And I'll make this as an Adani. You can see here, AX ledger we have created. Description I have not changed. AX ledger. So here you can see ledger assignment. We have created AX ledger, but we have not created any group here. So just double click on, see here. AX ledger, automatically we have created the ledger AX and automatically it got created AX ledger group. Understood? So we have not created any ledger group. Next one, AY ledger. US GAAP reporting, ledger assignment. You can see we have created the ledger, but it got created AY ledger. Fine. Any questions still here? Did we created any ledger group earlier? Yes, no.
No.
Only we have created ledgers, non-leading ledgers, but automatically group has been created here. So now what we need to do, we have created this particular step is completed. This particular step is completed. Okay. Now what we need to do, we need to create these ledger groups. Combination. So go to ledger group, press new entries, press new entries. So what is the ledger group name we need to give? AA. So here we need to create AA ledger group. And what is the combination? Okay, so I can give here it as an Adani, 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 ledger. What is the combination here? 0L ledger plus AX ledger. 0L, sorry, Adani ledger 0L plus ledger AX plus AX. Okay, next one. What is the other group? AB. AB. Okay. So here, first of all, before creating AB, what we can do is select AA, select AA, select A ledger group, select A ledger group plus ledger assignment. Okay. Ledger assignment, go to ledger assignment, press new entries, press new entries, press new entries, press new entries. And what is this combination? What is the ledger assignment here? 0L ledger and AX ledger. So here give the combination as an 0L ledger and AX ledger. 0L ledger and AX ledger. Okay. Okay. Just write it down. So here out of two ledgers, one ledger we need to make it as a representative ledger. Whatever multiple ledgers are there, out of that we need to make one ledger as a representative ledger. Okay. Now I am making 0L ledger as a representative ledger. So what does it mean? First, whenever the data we process, so the data will be updated first in 0L ledger, and after that it will updated into AX ledger. After that it will be updated into AX ledger. So write down this. So out of multiple ledger, we need to make only one ledger as a representative ledger. Okay, what do you mean by representative ledger here? The data will be first updated into that particular ledger, and the next it will be updated into other ledgers. Is it done? Put a note under that. Everyone, is it completed? Yes, no.
Yes, Navin. Yeah.
So write down a note, NOT note. under that, when we are defining, when we are defining representative ledger in the ledger group, when we are defining representative ledger in the ledger group, when we are defining representative ledger in the ledger group, in ledger group, in ledger group, make sure that the ledger financial year, the ledger financial year should match with the ledger financial year should match with company code financial year. Company code financial year. The ledger financial year should match with company code financial year. Then that particular ledger, is eligible as a representative ledger. Is eligible as a representative ledger. Kindly check once. This is very important note. Okay, I'll explain this also in the working notes. So you can see here. Okay. So here I am having 3 different company codes. AI01, AI02, and AU01. AU01. AI01, AU02, and AI02, AU01. So what is the fiscal year variant we have assigned? All are April to March. All are April to March. What is the fiscal year variant we have applied? What is the fiscal year variant we have applied? We have created. Hello.
A3.
Not K, right? It's a A3 or A3.
A3.
Right?
A3.
Okay. A3. So A3 is nothing but, what is A3? April to March, correct? April to March. Right? And here also AI02, same A3, and A3. Correct? So this is, and we have a ledgers here. 0L ledger. That is, what is 0L ledger? What for it is 0L ledger?
Local gap reporting.
Local gap, nothing but what is the variant we are using? A3, and A3. Correct? Next one. What is AX? What is AX?
IFRS reporting.
Okay, I'll write here. Local gap. Next one, AX ledger. IFRS reporting. And here also, what is IFRS reporting? Same, A3 only. Here also A3. A3. And how about AY ledger? This is for US GAAP reporting. US GAAP report. So what is the Jan to December fiscal year variant we have defined? Jan to December fiscal year variant, what we have defined?
K3, K4, I think.
K4 or
K4.
A4?
Four.
A4. This is nothing but Jan to December. Jan to December. A4 and A4. Now, what is the thumb rule to become a what we call representative ledger?
Fiscal year variant
Fiscal
should
year
be
should be
same.
same.
Fiscal year variant should be same. Now, my company code fiscal year is A3 for AI01 company code, AI02 company code A3, and AU01 A3. So, is 0L ledger is eligible to become a representative ledger or not? Because my fiscal year variant is same as my company code. So, is it eligible or not?
Yes.
Yes. Right. All the three company codes, it's a A3, A3, and A3. And how about AX ledger? How about AX ledger?
Yes.
It
Yeah.
is because the
Yeah.
company code fiscal year variant and ledger fiscal year variant is the same. Now, when I comes to AY ledger, so here it is A3 and here it is A4. That is nothing but April to March and Jan to December. So, and all the company codes, it is A3 and A4, A3 and A4. So, is it eligible to become a representative ledger account?
No.
The thumb rule is company code fiscal year variant and the ledger fiscal year variant should be the same. Understood? Yes or no?
Yes, Naveen.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we can make 0 ledger as a representative ledger. We can make AX ledger as a representative ledger, but we can't make AY ledger as a representative ledger. Right? So whenever we have a combination 0L plus AX ledger, right? So we can make any one as a representative ledger. Whenever we have a combination of 0L ledger and AY ledger, so which one I need to make a representative ledger? 0L and
Yeah,
0L ledger. So whenever I have a combination of IFRS and US GAAP, AX and AY, so which one I need to do a representative ledger? With a combination of AX and AY.
AX will be represented.
AX would be the representative ledger. Just write it down this one. It's very important. Once you're done, let me know.
Naveen, if it is for like Jan to December,
Mhm.
then in this scenario, the
AX would
representative ledger would be AY, right?
AY and 0 ledger also it will become Jan to December only.
The local
It's a
gap.
local gap
Okay.
reporting, right?
Okay, yeah.
So then OL ledger can be a representative ledger and AY ledger can also be a representative ledger.
Okay.
So, okay, and save and press back button. We will create few more ledger groups. Okay, press back button. Press back button. So what is the other ledger we need to create? Next one, AB. AB. So here, what is the combination of AB?
AOL plus AY.
0L ledger plus AY ledger. So Adani ledger 0L plus ledger AY. Okay. So here now again, we need to assign the representative ledgers. Okay, select AB ledger, select AB ledger, select AB ledger and click on ledger assignment. Double click on ledger assignment. Right on. Select the ledger and double click on ledger assignment. Press new entries. Press new entries. Press new entries. What are my ledgers here? What are my ledgers here? 0L AY, 0L and AY ledger. So which is eligible for representative ledger here?
0L.
0L ledger. So unfortunately, I don't know, I don't have a knowledge. I know that we need to select one as a representative ledger, but someone is not explained us that which ledger is eligible for become a representative ledger. So our faculty or someone has explained us. So whatever may be the ledgers you have, you need to select one out of multiple ledgers. We need to select one ledger as a representative ledger. Majority they'll do this. We can select representative ledger out of this, or they'll say that by default you need to select 0L ledger if it is there, right? So if we don't have that knowledge, which ledger is eligible to become a representative ledger, now what I did is instead of selecting 0L ledger, what I did, I have selected AY ledger. What happens? If I've selected AY ledger as a representative ledger, the thumb rule is the company code fiscal year variant should be the same with your ledger fiscal year. But here my company code financial year is April to March. But here AY ledger is nothing but a US GAAP reporting, that is nothing but Jan to December. Both are not same. If I select AY ledger, what happens? Means whenever I try to enter, it will throw an error message. It will throw an error message. Clear? Okay. If I try to save it, it will throw an error message. See here. The leading ledger must be the representative ledger in a ledger group. What does it mean? The financial year of your ledger must be, what does it mean? It clearly says here. Clear? It clearly says that your ledger and company code financial year must be the same. Other than this, it will show an error message. It's not a soft error message. We can't ignore this. Clear? Now you can see here. So 0L ledger, remove this and select 0L ledger. Now, is it okay? Is it correct? Is this correct?
Yes.
Now click on save button. Then it will not throw any error message. That's it. The data was saved. Now double click on ledger group. One more ledger group we need to create. That is AC. AC. So Adani ledger group AX and AY. Plus ledger AY. Ledger AY. Next, select AC ledger. Select AC ledger. Select AC ledger. Select AC and double click on ledger assignment. Double click on ledger assignment. Press new entries. Press new entries. So here, what is the combination here? AX and AY. So which one is eligible as a representative ledger?
AX.
AX. Select AX. Select AX. Okay. Next, click on save button. So save button. Clear? Press back button. Okay. Okay, these ledgers we need to assign to accounting principles. We need to assign accounting principles. Write down. Heading, define accounting principles. Define accounting principles. Define accounting principles. Path, same as above. Path, same as above. Till ledgers. Path, same as above, till ledgers. From there, select parallel accounting. Parallel accounting. Okay, next one, define accounting principles. Define accounting principles. Define accounting principles. Define accounting principles. So as I said, path same as above till ledgers. Press back button. Right. Parallel accounting. Parallel accounting. So path same as above till ledgers. From there, select parallel accounting. Okay, and from there, select define accounting principles. Define accounting principles. Define accounting principles. So I'll just remove this. Okay, press new entries. 1 second. Let me save this. Press new entries. So here we need to, already we have created ALGP. ALGP. So here Adani local gap reporting. Local gap reporting. Next one. Next one, AIFR. Adani IFRS reporting. So we are creating accounting principles here. Next one, AUGP. Adani US GAAP reporting. Just write it up. Just write it up. Adani local GAAP reporting, AIFR, Adani IFRS reporting, and AUGP, Adani US GAAP reporting. Done. And click on save button. Click on save button. Okay, save button. So whatever accounting principles we have created here, that principles we need to assign to accounting the ledger groups. So write down. Press back button. Assign accounting principles. Assign accounting principle to ledger groups. Next step, write down. Assign accounting principle to ledger group. Path same as above. Path same as above. Till parallel accounting. Till parallel accounting. Till parallel accounting. From there, select assign accounting principle to ledger groups. Assign accounting principle to ledger group. Ledger groups. Okay, double click on IMG activity button. IMG activity button. Okay. Press new entries. Press new entries. So what is that? ALGP will be target ledger group would be local gap reporting. So we can select zero ledger, zero ledger. Next one, IFRS reporting, AIFR, Adani IFRS reporting. So what is that ledger? AX ledger. So we can select here AX ledger. Next one, US gap reporting, AUGP. So here you can see US gap reporting. That is nothing but AY. Already exists. Let me change that. Let me change that. ALGP. Let me go back. ALGP. US gap, USG. What is the other one? IFRS, right? Okay, save. I'm creating again. This is also I'll remove. These two also I'll remove. Click on save button. So press new entries. Press new entries. Okay, I'll create now ALGP. This is your Adani local gap. That is nothing but your zero ledger, standard ledger. Next one, IFRS. This is nothing but your US AX ledger. Next one. Okay. AY. Just write it down as it is. Only for accounting principles, only for reporting purpose, we use these ledgers.
Sir, one doubt, sir.
Please go ahead, sir.
Sir, see, basically we create non-leading ledgers, na, sir.
Which one? AX and AY. Yes.
AX and AY are non-leading ledgers.
Correct.
Okay? Then what is the purpose of creating those ledger in one group?
I didn't get you. See, that's what I said, right? These are non-leading ledger because I want a combination of different reports. For example, I want in one report with IFRS group reporting and US GAAP reporting. I don't want separate reports. Right? Here, if I go with the non-leading ledger AX, then I'll generate only IFRS reporting. If I go with AY ledger, then I can generate only US GAAP reporting. If I go with 0L ledger, then I can generate only local GAAP reporting. Understood?
Sir, 1 minute, sir. Sir, basically, first we create the non-leading ledgers and then we create the accounting principles and then we assign.
First we will create non-leading ledger will be there as it is.
Yes.
The next we will create non-leading ledgers, and after that we will create user-defined ledgers, user-defined ledger groups, and after that we will create accounting principles according to the requirement.
Sir, तो अपन group why group for these three we
A
are.
bit louder, please. A bit louder.
Sir, for these three like 0L, AX, AY, we are making them near one and making one group, na sir?
We are not making all three. We are not making one group. Right? Earlier we made 0L plus AX. Okay, we made one group as a AA group, and 0L plus AY we made one group as an AB. and we made one more group called AX with AY. We made it as an AC. Here we are
Sir,
not creating a group here. We are creating, we are assigning zero ledger to accounting principles.
Oh, okay, sir.
Clear?
Okay, sir.
So as long as your client requirement increases the reporting, then your ledgers will also increases, your ledger groups will also increases, your reporting structure will also increases.
Sir, one more thing. If,
Yep.
for example, I am going to do ledger specific posting, na?
Sorry,
When I am going to do ledger specific posting,
your voice is cracking.
Sir, my voice is coming. Hello, hello, sir, आवाज आ रही?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Sir, अपन अब ledger specific posting कर रहे हैं. If we are
Mhm.
doing a ledger specific posting,
Yeah, that
then-
I'll show you. Again, don't go with the posting part because again, it's a very important interview point of question. So can we post entries as per the ledger specific? Clear? Or ledger group specific? That I'll show you at the time of postings.
okay, sir. Okay,
Clear?
okay, sir.
Yeah, that leads to again confusion. We have a concept called ledger specific postings. Any questions, others? Any questions?
Yes, sir. Now we created 0L for accounting principles. We created for 0L, AX, AY.
Correct. So these are our
Yeah.
accounting principles: ALGP, AIFR,
Yes, sir.
AUGP, and we have
Correct.
assigned these accounting principle groups to our target ledgers.
Ledger group. Correct. Their target ledgers again. We created AA, AB, AC. Right.
Yes.
That no need to assign any accounting.
No need to
principles.
assign because whenever we say AX and AY, it will take the combination of AIFR, AUGP.
Okay. Fine.
Automatically, it will pick it up because we have already assigned these to those ledger A and AB and AC. The combination.
Yeah. Fine.
Is
Fine.
that clear?
Clear.
Next. So with this, we have done with the parallel accounting system. Now put a heading as an document types. Put a heading as a document types. So we have done with this particular step. So next, put a heading as an document types. Okay. Document types. Okay. So any accounting software, any ERP, whenever we want to record any transaction, and we need to process any entry, clear? Then we, in each and every ERP, in each and every accounting software, we will have a different names. So in SAP, we will call it as a document. What do you mean by document? Where we record the transactions as per accounting principles. Then that is considered as a document, right? When it comes to tally, if you, some majority people knows about tally, then we will call it as a vouchers, right? What do you mean by voucher? Same thing what we do in SAP in document entry, the same thing we will record in tally. Clear? So each and every accounting software and every ERP, we have a different. Okay. So where we will record all the transactions. Right. So in tally, you can see that F9 for purchases, F7 for journal, F4 for contra, like that, if somebody has done it. Okay. So to record the transactions. Okay. See, one question here, as I said that any accounting software, as I said that tally example. So we have F4 contra entry, right? If you press F4, then contra voucher will be appear. F9 purchases, F8 7, F8 sales, F7 journal, right? F5 for receipt, F6 for payments, like that. So why we need to have a different vouchers? We can record all the entries in one voucher, right? One screen. Why we have a different vouchers, different screens? Why?
Sir, basically transactions
Sorry?
classifying the transactions.
I didn't get you.
Sir, like if we are having any bank related transaction, then we are going to post in F4 like contra. If we are having any purchase like
Your voice is very low. I'm sorry. I'll
Okay,
tell you.
So
What
for
is our
each
accounting
document
cycle?
type, for
What
each
is our
document type,
accounting cycle? What is accounting cycle?
sir, identifying the transaction.
No, I'm asking a simple question. What is an accounting cycle in our academic accounting or any real time also?
General,
Journal,
ledger, trial balance, profit and loss, balance sheet.
ledgers, trial balance. Next,
Profit and loss,
profit and loss,
balance sheet.
profit and loss account. Next one, balance.
Balance sheet.
Is this correct, everyone? Yes, no. Then where is this, what we call?
Yeah, this is general
Right. Where is the
accounting cycle.
what do you call subsidiary books will come into the picture in this accounting cycle? Where the you heard about subsidiary books, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. Where does, like after trial balance or before trial balance, where does the subsidiary books will fit?
Navin near ledger, I think. Ledgers.
After ledger?
No. Yes, I think after ledger.
After ledgers, right?
Yes.
In academic, we have studied like first journal entries, next one ledger and ledgers, trial balance, bank reconciliation statement. Then we will go with the subsidiary books, and after that rectification of errors. No. See here, what is a journal? What is a journal?
A recording of transactions. Like,
Why we call it as a journal? Why we call it as a journal?
Daily transactions.
Sorry,
Daily transactions.
but why we are naming it as a journal? We can call it as a daily transaction or recording of a transactions, the next ledgers, the next trial balance, the next profit and loss, and balance sheet. But why we are naming it as a journal? Why?
we are recording all the transactions.
I'm asking all the transactions we are recording, but you can call it as an, instead of journal, daily recordings or recording or something you can call, but why we are calling it as a journal? Got my point? Why we are naming it as a journal?
It
On
has
what
unique
basis this
recording.
vouchers are created? On what basis that SAP document types are created? On
Sir,
what basis?
this is the basic book which sir, from this is the basic for our next process for ledger trial balance.
Sorry.
Sir, this is the base for our next process like ledger for trial balance.
No,
This is
but
the-
why we are, simple question. Why we are calling it as a journal? I'll tell you simple. See, whatever journal, ledger you are using the naming convention, clear? This is journal is not an English word. Journal is not an English word, which is the journal is nothing but which is derived from a French word. It's not an English word. French word, journal. In French, journal means a day. A day. In English, journal means, what do you mean by that? A day. Means what here we will do, a day-to-day transactions, a day, whatever you said, a day-to-day transactions, we will record, okay? as per chronological order. What do you mean by chronological order? Date wise, day wise, we will record the transaction. The term day wise, whatever you are calling, that is derived from a French word, which is nothing but a journal. Why we are calling it as a journal? What does it mean actually? Journal is not an English word. It is a French word, which means that a day means what we are going to do. We are going to record the transactions. You know what do you mean by transactions? Happening of an event with involve money or money's worth. Then that is considered as a transaction, right? All those transactions are recording according to day wise or chronological order. What do you mean by chronological order? Date wise. So that is the reason we call it as a journal or journal, whatever you call, right? And journal entry is nothing but what do you mean by journal entry? So recording of a transactions in a book called journal, daily book. We call it as a daily book, right? In English, we call it as a daily book, but we will mention it as a journal, which is not an English word, which is derived from a French word, right? And how we are going to record date wise, and how we are going to apply the 3 accounting rules here you will apply to record the transactions. That is nothing but your personal account, real account, and a nominal account. So whatever rules you are applying and how you are recording the transaction, debit and credit, that is called journalizing. Journal, journal entry, journalizing. Clear? So these 3, right? So daily wise we will record. And after that, we will prepare. Ledger is also not English word. It is also French word, which means individual. Ledger means what? Individual. So here in the ledger, what we will do in journal, we will record all the transactions. We will record all the transactions at one place. Okay. By looking at journal, we can't make out what is my cash payment, what is my cash receipt, what are my cash receipts, what are my rent received, what are my salaries paid. So by looking at journal, we can't make it out, right? So to analyze each and every account, what we will do, individual accounts, to analyze individual accounts, we will prepare ledgers, nothing but individual ledger, which means that individual. Clear? So here we will prepare whatever accounts are occurs in journal. Okay. Then we will make it separately as a ledger, right? Then cash account separately, salaries account separately, rent account separately, right? Individual accounts we will prepare. And then next, whenever we say cash account, so what is the cash rule? Cash account rule. What is the thumb rule of cash account? What is the thumb rule of cash account? So everybody are working accounting, end users or something, and few are freshers in this particular batch. What is the cash accounting rule? What is the ledger rule? What is the ledger rule?
Personal and real expenses
No, I'm
are
asking ledger
supposed to be
rule. Ledger.
balanced.
Sorry.
Personal and real account are supposed to be balanced.
Yes, and nominal accounts are supposed to be
Total.
total. That I'll explain. Right, that's perfect. Okay, but I'm asking, what is a cash account rule? Thumb rule of cash account.
Only cash related items need to be recorded.
That's okay. That's the reason we are calling it as a cash account. But I'm asking the rule. What we record in cash account, that's nothing but all cash related transaction. But what is a cash accounting rule? Okay, so what we will do here, we'll stop here itself for today. And tomorrow we will have a quick refresher session on this particular part, because we need to understand why journal, why subsidiary books. See, journals, subsidiary books are replace of journal here, right? How it will be recorded. All normally we heard about journal, but here subsidiary books, the next ledgers, the next whatever you said, trial balance plus P&L account. P&L account and balance sheet. But when we are use subsidiary books and when we say journal, that we need to have a clarity. Just now I asked one question. Why can't we do everything in one voucher or one screen? So that combination, why these document types, different document types are appear, why the 9 vouchers are appear in Tally, and why 32 documents types are there in Oracle Financials. Clear? So that answer we will get in tomorrow's session. Any questions here? Any questions? So tomorrow first 10 minutes, and tomorrow please try to log in at 6:45 itself as per the time. Okay, so tomorrow we will discuss a little bit of accounting, and the next we will go with the document types. It's very important. So we are not going to create any document types. We are going to use whatever SAP provided document types only. And I'll give this this thing. How many document types SAP provides by default? Standard SAP. Is that clear, everyone? Yes, no.
Yeah, Naveen, yeah. Yes, no.
Thank you very much. See you in tomorrow's session. And I'll share the pending recording part today mostly, because yesterday there was an issue. So mostly tomorrow, today or tomorrow first hour, I'll share this before our class. Whatever pending recordings are there, and I'll rectify that. Already rectified that email IDs, and whoever has not received, I'll share them again. Whoever has having an issue with the email IDs, I'll share whatever recordings are not received by them. Okay. Yeah, thank you.
So whatever we discussed now in usual accounting, we can say it is a parallel accounting system.
Exactly.
Correct, my sir?
Yeah.
So this all ledgers, all whatever we created, leading ledgers, non-leading ledgers, this all will come under parallel accounting system. So we can
Okay.
say.
And in S4 HANA, we have extension ledgers that we will discuss when we have in S4 HANA.
Naveen,
Okay. Fine.
Yes, sir.
like, Naveen, can you stop the recording?
Sorry.
Sir, recording stop.
That's what just now I said, right? If possible, today evening or tomorrow first hour before our class start, I'll share all the recordings.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Thank
Just
you.
stop the recording also.